Welcome to the Family Dynamics Podcast.
You have to just be willing to talk about these things, and you have to be willing to put it all on the table.
Learn firsthand from the power couple who's built a healthy relationship from major and minor issues,
The good, the bad, the ugly,
to triumphs of the family unit.
In this day and age, you need somebody by your side.
Utilize proven techniques and strategies to help your relationship and family thrive to the next level.
you have to compromise.
This is the Family Dynamics Podcast with Kevin and Alicia Meeks.
Welcome to another episode, the last episode of 2020. We are in our home studio, and I am sitting next to my beautiful wife, Alicia Meeks.
Hey, y'all, hey.
This is the Family Dynamics Podcast, and like I said before, it is the final podcast of the year. And this has marked a little over a year that we've been doing this podcast.
Guess what episode is this?
It got to be 20 something. But I'm happy that we have another calendar down of us doing this podcast. There has been some ups and downs when it comes to doing a podcast, because it's finding time, and also some relevant content. And I know what we all can basically relate to is the fact that our New Year's and our years as of late, these last 2 years has not been as normal.
No.
Being with family, catching the coronavirus. Like I caught the coronavirus, and I just thought that, not that I was above it, but I was doing everything I could to not catch the coronavirus. Over it now. I definitely don't want to ever have
it. You still kind of congested and
yeah,
everything.
congested, but I'm not testing positive.
No,
for
he's
that
tested
stuff.
negative, everyone.
But I definitely don't recommend that to nobody. Like,
Recommend what? Catching the coronavirus?
Yeah.
I don't think nobody want to catch the coronavirus.
Well, nobody wants to, and like I didn't. It's just, I don't know. It's everywhere, it seems like.
It is.
And when they had these symptoms of like it's the common cold. Yeah, okay. It ain't just no common cold. You feel it in your bones. So this is our last podcast of the year. What are some things that we may be happy or grateful for? I just think that, and you know what? I don't even know if I'm happy for another year. Like, because every year I'm happy that another year is because I'm getting older. Like as younger, you're like, oh, I want to get older. But now I'm like, slow some of this stuff down. I still got some stuff I want to do, some stuff I want to accomplish. So I'm not in a rush to keep pushing life forward. Like, I mean, a rush to success, but not in a rush to push my life along. Like I want to be the late great Betty, who just passed. I'm not trying to rush to that. I got some more life I want to live. What about you?
Well, like you said, these last couple years, ever since 2020, well, for me, since 2019 all the way to now, it's just been significant losses as far as life and relatives. And, of course, everybody know my mom, my grandma, my cousins. 2 of my cousins. It's just been crazy. And so I'm looking forward to 2022 because it just has to get better. Like, it just has to. It has to get better. I have a lot of goals that I want to achieve still in 2022, although in 21 I have achieved many of my goals that I set. I came out with the book Becoming a Spoiled Wife, a 10-step guide. I created a pretty productive planner, and both of those are on sale at spoiledwivesclub.com. But those were 2 of my goals that I did want to accomplish, and I self-published Journey to Becoming a Spoiled Wife. So I was very proud of myself for doing that. And I'm thankful Kevin came up with the whole idea, and he did the artwork on the cover and everything. So he came up with all of that and the idea, honestly. I've talked about it on Spoiled Wives Club, but not here on this podcast. But yeah, just one day Kevin came home from work like, babe, so look at this book cover. This is your next book. And I think you should come up with 10 steps. Because people are always asking you, like, so what did you do? Like, once you got a divorce, and then how did you move on? And then I hear you keep telling them the same thing, what you did. You know, you and your daughter went to counseling. Then you went back to college to get your master's, you know, and you just tell them step by step. So why don't you just write a book about it? And so I'm like, yeah, why don't I write a book about it? So did that. And I don't know what else happened this year. Our kids, they doing good in school, all three of them. So we actually will be having 3 graduations in May. Our youngest son will be graduating 8th grade. Our oldest son will be graduating from Eastern Illinois University with his bachelor's. And our daughter will be graduating from the doula program. So yeah, they all doing their thing.
Yeah, that's kind of that's gonna be different in 2022. Just having 3 graduations, celebrating them coming up. I ain't gonna lie, to have to have one of our kids graduating from actual college, yeah, that makes you feel a little old and accomplished as parents. Like your kids is going through, to see them from the start, and then now that they finishing and they on their own little journey. So that's kind of like, you thanking God, like, oh man, you got it, like, God, you got them through a season and a portion of their life.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that in 2022. All of the worldly stuff, I'm not, when it comes to all of the scarcities and stuff like that. And I'm looking forward to pushing myself more in 2022 to get some more of my goals. This has been a rough year, as my wife said, with the losses. I've had 3 surgeries this year, which has never happened. 3 surgeries this year. So health wise, yeah, I'm praying for 100% better next year, because 2021 was a lot of doctor's visits this year. So yeah, Kevin went through it, but we're gonna be coming back better than ever in 2022. I'm looking forward to this podcast growing, us getting our name out there.
Yeah, we don't really even advertise this podcast, but it's doing very good, and we thank everybody who constantly and consistently downloads our episodes, because we barely advertise it at this time, because I've been focused honestly on building my community with Spoiled Wives Club, and Kevin's been doing his thing. And so that is one of our goals for the upcoming year. We want to go ahead and get the marketing together, because y'all don't even know about our book, The Family Planner. That's a book that Kevin and I both wrote. So yeah, we gotta get family dynamics together.
But I think that, with our podcast, like, we wanted to continue to keep it fun and engaging for us, because a lot of these podcasts, it'd be about a lot more of salesy and business. And I want you guys to continue to get the raw and uncut us about what's going on in our life, and what we dealing with on a month-to-month, week-to-week basis. Like this, our life, this is what we really do. We really have ups and downs. And what's new? What's new? What's going on with us now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I want to continue to always have fun on this platform, and always be able to help, inspire, and teach other married couples, people that's blending their family, because it's a lot of that going on, especially during quarantine. You guys is just making babies, so and a lot of people are getting married, so you want to be able to help people out in those areas. And that's one of the reasons why the idea for Journey to a Spoiled Wives came about, when I wanted my wife to really to move forward in that, because I think that you get so much information from social media, but you don't get sometimes the real. Like, you get a lot of fluff. So I wanted her to put in her book some real stuff that you can really tangibly do on on a daily basis to get
Just
to
the
that.
average woman can read the book, take from it what they will. And I'm speaking, I'm not formal in the book. It's very informal, very casual, like we having a girlfriend, girl talk. And I've been getting great feedback on the book. So that's what we're doing. We're trying to influence and inspire and educate and help in any way we can, via this podcast or my community for the wives and future wives, aspiring wives. We're just trying to help in whatever way we can. Let the Lord use us and direct our path with that. So,
Yeah, and just transparency about us. Like this year, and just as we recap, like we've as parents and even as a married couple, we've learned so much about our children. And one of the words my wife used recently was, "You gotta let go. Or you gotta step back." And I wasn't offended by it because I was like, "Dang, is this where we're at with our children?" Because we have 2 adult kids, and you say to yourself as a parent, like, "Oh, I'm gonna let go," but when you really have to, and knowing that they're really not ready, like, and you really not, like, it's that is one of the hardest things. So this year, it's been a hard transition.
It has
to say, you know what, no, like a complete sentence, no, and that's your situation, and I'm gonna help you with whatever the decision that you made. Like I'm not making any, and I'm not gonna
allow them to make the decisions for themselves. I mean, we're always here to lead and guide, as we see fit as needed. But they are young adults right now, and I just think of myself at those ages, and I'm just like, yeah, they gotta become a little bit more responsible, make some better decisions, and just grow up a bit. So we're here for it.
Yeah, we definitely here for it. But I can't lie,
It's not easy.
It's not easy. It's not easy because you want to give your the unsolicited advice.
Boom, unsolicited advice. Because that's exactly what it is. Them kids be looking at us like, oh, okay.
Do you think that we do that because we knowing that we unknowingly have to be the cleanup anyway?
Boom. That is the reason why we give it. Because we know at the end of the day, who gonna have to pick up the pieces?
Definitely.
Who gonna have to?
Definitely.
Make a crazy decision on your own, but then in order to get it rectified, then here we go. Got to step in. So yeah, we absolutely provide unsolicited advice or information, and they still use it or don't, and that's fine. But at least I know I said something.
And one of the things that has happened when it comes to like co-parenting, or you never think you're gonna have this opportunity to really say what you need to say to the opposite parent. And just being open and honest with you guys, like I had to say what I needed to say to my son's mother, like whatever, everything that you thinking and everything that you think is going on or transpiring is false. Because a lot of the times when you're in heated exchanges with your opposite parent, conflictual, you and they feel that they're right, but then you have a whole deck of cards to show like, no, you're wrong, and you have no clue of what our relationship is based on, how we've been rolling, and you can just see the look on the opposite face. And I that's not what I do it for, did it for, but that you can understand that the child or the children won't be as transparent or forthcoming with the way things really go. With
sometimes kids like to play, both sides against each other, and they can have the one parent thinking one thing and the other parent thinking the other thing, and it's not even valid.
True.
And so, just for anybody, just because you feel a way about something don't make it facts. It doesn't make it a fact because you feel that way, or you still stuck in the past about something,
because they be stuck in the past, don't they? They be stuck in the past, man.
You gotta let go of the past. I know I definitely have. Shoot, it was a recent time. I had to ask my daughter, like, "What's your daddy phone number?" Because
But
I didn't even know his phone number. Because I have, she's older. She could maintain her own relationship. I don't have to be all in the mix. I'm not
mhm.
that mom. No, I don't have to be in the mix.
Yeah, I remember an exchange that happened. And I think I was talking to her father one day, and and all he was saying was, "See, yeah, because I know her." And I'm like, Do you think that she's the same person today, 20 years ago? It's no way that that statement will be ring true today.
And if it is, it's a doggone shame if somebody is the same person that
It's
they
the
was
same person.
20 years ago.
It's no
Cause
way.
that's what it was. I mean, my baby about to be 20. So yeah, it's literally 20 years ago. So yeah, the Alicia who you knew 20 years ago is not the Alicia who is right now. I mean, clearly, a lot of maturity has occurred, a lot of life has been lived, a lot of
Exactly.
wisdom has been gained. So yeah, the person I was 20 years ago is not the person I am today. I've lived and learned a lot, um, you know, and
But let me ask you, do you think that's some of the reason for the tension in a lot of these relationships?
because
Because
they holding on to the past.
you got me up.
What you mean?
I mean, think about it. Like, a lot of times when you having issues with your opposite parent, it's only because they think your life paused when you
Yeah,
left them or whatever
yeah.
that season with them. So now you not you the same person then, so they can still talk to you or treat you or
Mm-mm.
dialogue with you the
They
same way,
think
and
they can.
yeah, they think they can.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one of the things that this year I was able to do. So 2021 was I'm grateful. I mean, we made it. We made it
We made
through.
it through. Whew.
We
And
made.
it seemed like it went so fast.
No, now
I
that is
feel
true.
like it's still 2020 because we've been in the house, working from home. It's just it feels odd.
Restricted, not
Very odd.
restricted.
I mean, because we don't really go a lot of places. I mean, we go out here and there, but not for real. Not like how we used to. I mean, even with traveling and vacations, oh, I miss it so much. We used to travel so much, but you know,
Yeah. We used to travel a whole lot, but it's kind of scary because what's the boat that they had for the last 2 weeks been on the ocean
oh
because
yeah,
they
the
couldn't come
cruise
in.
ship. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and two of my buddies now getting married. They're supposed to get on the cruise today, and they just tested positive, and now they can't get on the boat,
Mm.
and they get married. So that's unfortunate.
It is
Like
that
it's really
quickly.
quick, man. They're supposed to get on today, and they just tested positive. So
Both of them.
both of them,
Mm.
the fiance and the both fiancés. So that's just
Terrible.
unfortunate, man. You just don't know what's happening, and that's that kind of life in the balance. Like that's the portion of
Yeah,
2022 want to
it's
change.
too uncertain, too much uncertainty
Yeah.
right now. Like you can't really even plan nothing hardly. I mean,
Hmm.
I'm happy that Signature Celebrations is on like a little pause right now because
But I'm wondering about them people who postponed their 2020s for
20
2022, or
well,
is it 2021 they
some
posted?
people have postponed from 2021 to 2022, but it's just like it's gonna be such an influx of weddings if everything goes back to normal because it's still not back 1,000% normal. I mean, with all this social distancing and
Right.
all these protocols, and it's just a whole lot. Like it just make you just kind of like don't even want to. And I mean, let's keep it 100. I did plan and coordinate a baby shower for this young lady. Um and for whatever reason, a lot of people is not showing up to events like they used to.
I
Some
mean, like
people,
guess.
yeah,
Oh,
guess.
wow.
Yeah, like the guests aren't showing up, and people are afraid to be in closed spaces, because it's not summer, so all the outside stuff is done, basically. So a lot of people aren't for going back to that right now because these new variants is here And you see they canceling flights and everything. It's just deep.
Yeah.
2021 has been
And man, a shocker
a
for
blur.
2021 to see um the Franklins about to get divorced.
Oh,
The Franklins about to get
what's their
divorced.
name?
Megan and Devon
Yeah,
Franklin
Megan
is
and
about to get
Devon.
divorced. And
Yeah,
we don't know the whole details,
we
but
don't know it at all.
I mean,
But
yeah,
they're not exempt. That's why I don't understand why
yeah,
everybody with this they want to say the one girl Sierra Prayer, you know, and that's why you can't model your marriage off of someone else's because you don't have a clue what's going on. And it appears to
yeah,
be a shock to us, the audience, or us, the outsiders looking in. But their inner circle knows this didn't just happen overnight. Their inner circle knows that they've been having issues or what have you. You didn't know because it wasn't your business to know, and you know what they show. And that's what, even with us, this one lady, I went to an event and she was like, "Oh, Mrs. Meeks, girl, I know all your business." I was like, "No, you don't know my business. You know what I show. I show a lot, but it's a lot that you have no clue that's going on in my life right now. You know what we show." And so with the Franklins, we knew what they showed us, which was a really pretty picture. And now they are going through their times, and I'm praying for their marriage because they can't have reconciliation. It's not final yet, but every marriage goes through something. So that's another thing. If you haven't been through anything in your marriage, keep living, because you will go through something. Nothing under the sun is perfect. Nothing. So
no, I definitely agree with that. And I don't know some things like I don't even. This sounds harsh. Like some things I don't even pray for because I don't want to pray for something
let
that you
God's
guys.
will be
But
let
not even
God
that.
will be
Just
done.
but not even that. That if you guys collectively or y'all jointly made a decision, I don't want to pray for you guys to keep something that's whether it
I'm
be a
praying for
toxic.
God's will to be done, because that's gonna be the perfect whatever God's will
But what I'm
is.
saying, I don't want to pray that you stay together and it's a different thing that we don't know about, like you were saying. Like
Yeah,
if
we
we
don't
don't know
know.
nothing what's going on, I don't want to pray that you stay or
Well,
he
I
stay
don't
or nothing.
pray
But
that they break up. I
I don't.
mean,
I pray that whatever that their decision is that they know what's best for them. Like that's
because
because
it
I don't.
don't affect me in
It
either
don't.
way.
It don't affect me in no way, and that's their marriage. It's hard enough to be married to your own partner, let alone worried about some people who got their own. Like everybody got their own marriage, and it no
Hmm.
matter if you're a celebrity or a regular Joe, it's
Yeah.
hard enough. And then I can't be worried about what's going on in yours. We're definitely here to help people if people need some advice or need some guidance, or we have an issue or have a situation that we've been through, or maybe we can help. But I'm definitely not interested in being in your business if I don't have to. I got a few prayers on God's table already. And I said I don't pray for nobody else, but I got some things I need God to work out on my end with my marriage and my health and all kind of stuff. So I
And
want
our
the best.
kids.
Yeah, and our kids. I want the best for everybody. If you made a decision to get married, I want God to make sure you keep a healthy marriage.
Healthy marriages in 2022.
Yeah,
Let's
healthy
just
marriage.
keep it healthy and happy. Let's hope.
Yeah, definitely healthy marriages. I mean, like we've said before, we don't know what's going on in people's marriages, but in 2020, 2021, that was a bit of a shock. I didn't expect that, which who does
It
expect
was
divorce?
shocking. I mean, a little shocking. I don't know. It wasn't like, I don't know. Some people just took it like as if they knew these people personally. I don't know them personally, and I don't follow whatever show or wherever they came from. I don't.
Do you think it's because of the limelight or because they celebrities is the reason why things is happening like this a lot with more people getting divorced like that?
Yeah, and I've thought about that. We've been interviewed for a Lifetime show and things like that. And today I'm glad that we backed away from it because I'm starting to see, like, there's several influencers that I follow on Instagram, and one of them had to turn off her comments because people making rude comments about her newborn baby. Another one, they telling her she need to fix her teeth. Like, people just are vicious.
They're cruel
because they're just so freaking unhappy with their self. Like, delete me, unfollow me, block me. But why do you have to come in my comments? And I've blocked so many people this year because I'm not having it. Like, people come at me too. I did this one TikTok. It's just a TikTok. Calm down. And this lady come on there like terrible acting. And I was like, well, I'm not an actor. Block. I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with you. It's just crazy. So
but
I
people,
do think that it's because they were in the limelight.
But people rather give opinion on external stuff than to look at themselves anyway.
Yeah.
Like, it's easier to point
and
the
it
finger
just seems like I just keep hearing that. Like, even TD Jakes was saying how people was ripping him about his church and what car he drive, and it just seems like that's a reoccurring theme,
right,
that people are vicious. That's the best way I could put it. People are unhappy. Misery loves company. Me, I'm trying to uplift the next woman, the next couple, the next child graduating from college. I'm here to support. I'm not here to tear nobody down. And if I see something, I saw something today on Instagram, and I was like, Jesus, it's just so thirsty. Like, some of these,
and this is the problem that I have.
but I just scroll. My point is, I just scroll past. I don't have to keep looking at it. I've even unfollowed people. I haven't unfriended them, but I unfollowed them because I don't want to see whatever you got going on. And it ain't nothing between us. I just don't want to see it.
But this is the problem that I have. Like, people will take one photo, one reel, one story, and then formulate your entire life, your entire week, your entire day off of something that you chose to press send on. Like, somebody chose. Like, that's what sometimes when people be sitting there crying, I'll be like, you actually chose to put that out there. So if I chose that, don't you think that I choose what you don't see?
Yeah.
I chose for you not to see these parts of my life. So how do you formulate my whole life? Like, oh yeah, he must have cheated or she must have cheated, or how did you get that from a picture?
Yeah.
Like, how did you get,
even with the Franklins, they was coming up with their own, because look, he's sitting to the side, and we was looking at her on what's that show?
Harlem.
Because we knew it was something, because look at the way she was kind of too out there on Harlem. What? That lady was acting on Harlem. And that sitcom or movie, she probably taped that 2 years ago. Like,
yeah.
Y'all reaching. Like, some stuff is reaching. Yeah.
That's why you hear us always talking about we have no clue, because we don't know. We don't know.
I don't have a clue, and I'm not trying to catch a clue because I got way too much of my own
way too
life
much
to manage. I was actually on the phone with my father. We was talking, and he asked me something. I said, I have no idea. I got enough going on over here. That's exactly what I said. I got enough going on in my own four walls. Whatever happened, who happened, it's not, it just is.
It's not. So that's what we're looking forward to in 2022, is minding our own business, giving you guys the best content we can on all social platforms. Crushing our goals, giving you great content on all social platforms.
Building our marriage.
Promoting these educational books that we have, and just giving you guys the best and raw, authentic us in 2022, and living our best life, because nothing is promised.
No.
And we just want to live it to the fullest and not worry about what someone else or has or doing or not doing, like, because we had enough. And look, guys, if we was to take you around our house, we have so many things we got going on, so many projects that we don't have time.
I'm trying
And
to
you
say,
shouldn't either. You should be filling your life up with a bunch of to-dos that you don't really have time
to do.
to do. That's why a lot of times on our podcast you don't hear us talk so much about drama with baby mamas and daddies, because they have figured out that they don't care about us. Like they don't care because we really don't care. And I'm not saying that
It's not in a
it's
rude
not
way.
a real way.
It's
It's
just we
just
got too much going
got
on
too much on.
in our own four
And
walls.
we gave you too many years to do that we did care. So I'm not interested. That's my new word.
At all.
I'm not interested. And I want you to know.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you. No, thank you. That's gonna be my new thing. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Maybe adopt that in 2022.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No,
You coming? No, thank you.
No,
Thanks for
no,
the
no,
invite.
no.
I'm learning to just say no, and I don't even give reasons. I just be like, oh, thank you so much for the invite, but no, I'm not gonna be a part of that. No, I'm not coming to that. I'm not gonna be able to make it. Like,
because believe it or not,
I'm not telling you the reason why I'm
people
not. I don't
be
have
really
to have a reason.
butthurt about you not going to
Well,
they
of course,
stuff.
everybody wants you to attend their events. I want people to attend my events, but I get it. If you can't make it, I'm not taking attendance at the event, and I get it. I mean, unless you RSVP, then you definitely shouldn't do that. Tell somebody you coming somewhere and don't, unless something emergency came up. But yeah, I mean, everything is just an invite. And I say that all the time. Like if I text somebody something's going on, I say no pressure. Just the invite. You don't even got to tell me no. Just let me know if you coming.
Right.
But if you're not coming, you don't even got to respond. I mean, you don't have to tell me no and what you got going on, because I get it. We all have so much going on. I mean, every person around us is doing good things right about now. Like everybody's doing something positive, and I'm so thankful for that. To have some successful people, in your presence, that's necessary, because everybody's focused on their own goals. Everybody's focused on what they're trying to do for self. And, that works. If everybody's focused on self and what they got going on, then it can't be all in nobody else mix.
Right, exactly. So yeah, that's what we're looking forward to in 2022. 2021 has been a ride and grateful. I'm grateful to God
because we here, because so many people not. I'm thankful.
Yeah.
I'm thankful I ain't get sick, because who wants to be sick? Lord, keep me. Who wants to be sick, and who wants, all of this other stuff that's going on? We just got to be thankful. Yeah. That's what we going out tonight at midnight. We going into the new year thankful, grateful, and blessed. Thankful, grateful, and blessed. And we just appreciate everybody. Like we said, this podcast is doing very well, and we don't even promote it. It's on YouTube, every platform, Amazon, Spotify, Apple, just all the platforms. And it's doing very well. We get, they send us reports on a weekly or monthly basis to say how many downloads we've had. And I'm like, okay, and on YouTube, you can see how many plays, how many views it got. So it's doing pretty well. I mean, especially to say that we don't barely, advertise it. So we thank y'all. We thank you for watching. Continue to download. We're going to continue to, get more consistent. I mean, we definitely are doing well with 24 plus, that's the last I seen. What is it, 24?
I think it's 24. Yeah, 24. This might be 24.
Yeah, this is 25. Hey.
Cool.
Hey. So, to do 25 episodes in 1 year. That's awesome. So, yeah, just stay riding with us. Like and subscribe and share. If you are listening to one of our podcasts and it sounds like something somebody could use, share it. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So we thank you guys for a year in of 2021. of the Family Dynamics Podcast. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Family Dynamics Podcast with Kevin and Alicia Meeks.
Thank you, guys.
Please like, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget to follow us on social media at The Family Dynamics.
We'll see y'all in a minute.
Bye.